Hello, so I'll be discussing to you all about hydrothermal vents. The first hydrothermal vents were discovered in February 1977 along the Galapagos Rift. First, the marine geologist Robert Ballard saw shimmering water coming right out of something in a photo taken below the sea. Along with a team of other 30 geoscientists, they later on uncovered the hydrothermal vents and the presence of biological communities in the abyss. So, how they're formed? Hydrothermal vents somewhat resemble hot springs or geysers. They start when magma rises from volcanic areas along the mid-ocean ridges and cools down, forming a new crust in volcanic mountain chains. The seawater percolates down through fissures in the seafloor and reaches a temperature of up to 750 degrees Fahrenheit when heated by magma. The heat from the magma stimulates chemical processes that result in the belching of nutrients and chemicals towards the crust surface. New hydrothermal vent structures form when these vent chemicals cool and solidify. So, how they support the biological communities in the abyss? Before, scientists believed that only small animals were present at the seafloor, since little to no sunlight reaches the bottom of the sea. However, the hydrothermal vents' presence enlightened them. They discovered biological communities survive in the deep ocean with no sunlight with the help of these vents through chemosynthesis driven by hydrothermal fluid and seawater. The present bacteria and archaea convert the minerals and chemicals into energy, supporting all the living marine organisms present there. Scientists were fascinated with the existing marine animals and organisms around the vent that share a complex symbiotic relationship with bacteria. Since 1977, there were already about 600 new organisms discovered that possess unusual adaptations. Some of these unique animals are jumbo clams, deep-sea tube worms, yeti crabs, and shrimp with eyes capable of detecting black-body radiation emitted by hot objects. So there are still questions about how these biological communities exist in the deep ocean despite the extreme conditions down there. The location of the hydrothermal vents are volcanically active and can damage a nearby population when it erupts. Scientists concluded this because when they returned to the first discovered hydrothermal vent, it was never located again since 25 years after its discovery, an eruption paved it over. After conducting more research, they later found that this has been made possible through larval dispersal. Vent larvae are said to have the ability to colonize the erupted vents nearby. Then a new population arises. However, this observation is only limited to eastern Pacific vents. What is interesting about these vents is not only the fact that they support life in the deep oceans, but also their unique structures. 2 years after the first vent discovery, scientists found new types of vents called black smokers. These are tall, chimney-like structured vents that releases hot, dark, mineral-rich fluid. Conversely, white smokers have cooler and lighter colored plumes and are smaller, so the minerals carried by the vents may affect the color of the smoke it emits. For example, for the black smokers, they release fluid containing mostly iron sulfides, giving them a dark appearance, while on the other hand, the white smokers carry minerals that may include silica and barite, which makes the smokes appear white as they precipitate. So in 2000, scientists found a new type of vent with a leaning tower pieces structure vent system built in peridotite and was called the Lost City Hydrothermal Field. Peridotites are dense, coarse-grained igneous rock that is believed to make up most of the Earth's upper mantle. So what are the importance of hydrothermal vents? All the knowledge gathered about hydrothermal vents is one of the humanity's breakthrough. The existence of life alone in the deepest part of the ocean is fascinating. The way they exist through converting mineral-rich fluid into energy without the need for sunlight through the mechanism of chemosynthesis. They do not only aid with the global ocean chemistry regulation, but also provide a source of new knowledge of the origin of life here on Earth. These vents must be protected and valued because they may pave the way to improve human life quality. Humanity will grasp more about these vent communities in the future, which means that we still have a lot to discover in the world's vast and deep oceans.